Scholastic Audio presents The Witching Wind by Natalie Lloyd. Read by Natalie Lloyd and Noah Wall.
One more mile of road means 1 mile farther from Beanie, which will only make it harder to get back to her. And Grayson will get back to her sister. They've been staying in different foster homes, but Beanie's about to turn 18, and she's always promised Grayson that as soon as Beanie's a legal adult, she'll become Grayson's guardian. The two of them will drive north and rent a little apartment in New York City. It'll look as magical as it does in the movies, with a big window so they can see all the city lights. Maybe they'll even adopt a cat. So, this present situation is truly no big deal. Grayson can deal with another new foster family for 48 hours, because Beanie Patch's 18th birthday is on Saturday. That's probably why she hasn't texted Grayson today. She's probably out buying snacks for their big road trip. An announcer cuts through the twangy country song playing on the radio with a weather warning. "Clip in, friends. There's a witching wind advisory for all of Silas County. We're looking at a Category 4 today. Not the wildest we've seen, but it'll rock you if you're not ready." Grayson sits taller in her seat. Most of the small towns she's lived in were basically the same. But this two-stoplight Tennessee town has a unique quirk. For a couple of weeks in August, a strange phenomenon called the witching wind rolls through the hills of Silas County. The witching wind is like a mini tornado, but more dangerous. There are all kinds of stories about the wind, too. How it got here, what it does, what it can do. It's entirely weird, which is why Grayson kinda digs it. Apparently, Miss Betsy does not. She gasps, swerves off the highway, and parks the minivan. As Miss Betsy frantically checks the weather app on her phone, Grayson gazes out the window. A cloud of dust billows around the glass. She imagines what it'd be like to open the door, sprout wings, and fly through the dust and into the sky, back to Beanie. But Miss Betsy is a mind reader, apparently. She locks the doors, narrows her eyes. "Don't even think about it, Patch. Sit tight." Grayson glances over her shoulder, specifically at the sparkly blue walker folded up in the back seat. "Do you honestly think I'm going to try to run?" Miss Betsy's still scanning her phone, her expression tense. "I heard one of you Patch girls tried to run off during a home exchange." "That was Beanie. She wasn't running away, though. She forgot her library book at the old house. She intended to come right back." "Watch the attitude, please." For the record, Grayson wasn't talking with an attitude. She was just talking like herself. Her voice isn't all rainbows and sunshine, and she can't help it. That's just her. Dogs are the only creatures she knows how to talk sweet to. Everybody else just gets the real Grayson Patch. "Sorry, ma'am." Grayson tries to make her voice gentler again, nicer. But she's not sure she even knows how to do that. Beanie is the one who always knows the right things to say. Miss Betsy mumble reads the weather report again. "Looks like we can make it to the Cottons before we need to hunker down." She grips the steering wheel so tight her knuckles turn white. Don't be afraid, okay?" Grayson nods. She feels zero fear when it comes to the witching wind. She doesn't feel much of anything these days. Ghost girls never do. With a determined grunt, Miss Betsy shifts the van back into drive. Then, in a low, rumbly movie villain voice, she says, "Buckle up, Patch." Grayson can't help but giggle, just a little. But the laugh's cut short when Miss Betsy slams down on the gas pedal. The van tires sling mud across the windows, and Grayson's pinned to the front seat for a few seconds, like an astronaut leaving Earth. Once they're on the road, Miss Betsy yanks at her seatbelt, 2 hard tugs to make sure it's tight. Beads of sweat drip down the side of her face. She keeps glancing in the rear view, as if she's trying to outrun something big. "You're acting like some monster's chasing us," Grayson says. Miss Betsy snorts. "Oh, honey, it's much worse than that."